It's time to rev up your engines. America's Car Show with Tom Torbjornsen is on the air on WBBZ-TV. Brought to you by the AAA of Western and Central New York. Get the AAA guarantee at all Western New York Car Care Plus locations. By Napa Auto Parts. Get Napa know-how. And by Dunn Tire. Service you deserve from professionals you trust at Dunn Tire. Now, here's Tom Torbjornsen.
And welcome to America's Car Show. I'm Tom Torbjornsen. On this week's show, I'll connect with you on your car care questions with tips on how to make your car last forever. But first, let's buckle up for a ride in an all-wheel drive Mini Countryman. So here we are, back at Town Mini, and I'm with Ray Kasperzik.
How are you, Tom?
Fresh back from celebrating his Polish heritage at Dingus Day.
Oh, we had some fun in the Dingus Day parade. Had a dozen minis out there, had a little snow going. Just had a blast.
Did you eat any punchkis?
Oh, I had, you name it, I had it all. I had my pussy wheels, my squirt gun, sausage,
Nice.
lazy pioggi, everything. We were ready to go.
Oh, outstanding. I wish I was there. Okay, and we're talking about minis today. We're talking about John Cooper minis. John Cooper Works minis, JCW.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to start here with this one first. This is the Countryman, and this is the All-4, and this is the one we drove in the snow.
Yes, this was the one couple episodes back you drove in the snow. This one's got the attitude with it. This one's got the John Cooper Works. It's still a family sedan, but you can has a little attitude for that person that wants to give their kids an extra whirl around the turns.
Let's take a walk around this vehicle and see what it is comprised of. I love the ground effects down below. It looks like they're actually channeling cold air over the rear tires to keep them cool.
Correct. Now you'll notice in the front, this is more for looks, but in the front they actually has it going on the brake rotors themselves to keep them nice and cool. It's got inducts going right to the brakes.
Ooh, I love the red appointments with the black, nice contrast.
You got the black dash, all the red accents in there, and that's just a signature of JCW. Notice the roof was red. That's the only way to get a JCW is with a red roof.
Okay, a lot of room in the back.
A lot of room in the back. I'm a big guy. I've snuggled back there with 3 guys my size. I don't know if I'd want to do it every day.
Oh, yeah,
but
right.
Definitely can hop in there and do it if you need to, if you need 3 people.
Nice. Now, going around to the back of the vehicle, if you take a look at this, why don't you open that trunk for us?
James Bondy.
Oh, nice.
Right up.
I like that.
Now, the nice thing is you got a storage pocket down here as well. So if you got your umbrella, you got your, blankets, you got whatever you need in there, you can keep it in there. You go to the store. You got your whole loading area wide open. If you need that extra space, all your seats will fold down to a nice flat setup
including
as well.
the center armrest.
Including the center one, yep. And you can do them all individually, which is nice.
Okay. I love the driver's cockpit. Talk to me about that.
It says let's go. With the black dash, you got your black gauges, you got the red accents again. You got your stainless steel pedals down on the bottom. Your grip on your handles got a little red 6-speed telling you what gear you're in. It's just a blast. Nice
car, great for the family, good utilitarian aspects of the vehicle, but then we go to the fun ride.
Now this is a Grand Prix edition. This literally just got off the truck 5 o'clock last night. There's only 2,000 of these made in the entire world. The ones that are previously sold are numbered. Those numbers, there's 3 numbers to each car. One's in a safe in corporate headquarters at Mini, just in case if something happens to one of the numbers.
Wow. Now, what I found interesting is this vehicle has the same engine and powertrain as the All-4 Countryman.
But you're talking 1,000 pounds less.
I know, the car is 1,000 pounds less than the Countryman, and it's got the same capability. And you're going to see when we take this one for a ride. They won't let me drive this one. I tried to bribe them. Wouldn't do it. At any rate, let's take a look in the front seat of this ride. Oh, we got red seat belts with red stitching on, is that leather?
That's going to be a leather suede based on a Recaro seat. So you got regular racing Recaro seats in this one, which is very nice.
I like the way the seats literally come up on each side of your legs and hug your thighs to keep you safe and secure in the steering, in the cockpit as you're driving. Now here's your trunk area. Now, interestingly enough, look at the bar going across the back.
Brace yourself on this. It's going to be on the front and the back. It's just going to give you extra rigidity around the corners as handling, less body roll with it. I
Less
don't know how
body
much
flex.
less you need with it, because the minis, the little hatchbacks, have almost none to begin with.
Yeah,
but
right.
this just gives it that little tighter feel going around. There are storage pockets underneath there, which is also nice too, in the back part.
Okay, and you got the signature exhaust going right out of the center in the back.
Yes, yep.
Now, moving around to the driver's cockpit, this is something I really enjoy when you look at this vehicle. I mean, talk to me about that.
See the little stitching everywhere with
Yes.
it. You got a leather top dash with it. You got the JCW logo on the steering wheel. The steering wheel itself at the 10 and 2 position have a little bit better grips, because you're going to have to hang on for this one when driving it. I love the shift knob itself, all in red. It's just like a atomic button ready to be hit and gone with it.
I love the underhood shot of this vehicle. What a unique setup they have here. Look at that, GP Grand Prix.
Again, you have another brace up front with it to give them that
Yeah.
extra rigidity.
Exactly.
Same motor block you're finding all the minis, it's just tuned. The exhaust is different. You have that little extra juice and a little extra horsepower there for you.
Sure we can't drive this?
Well, if the state police didn't call us last time with you, you know, I think we could have maybe done something with it, but
All right.
I'm sorry, Tom.
All right, we'll just have to settle for taking the Countryman out, but that's all right. It's the John Cooper Works. I think we'll have some fun.
Oh, you certainly will.
Let's do it. So this is essentially what would happen if this vehicle back in 1959 or 1960 ended up in John Cooper's workshop.
It certainly would.
This is what would happen.
This is what would happen.
You would have a high-performance engine with a suspension where the tires are pushed out to the absolute corners of the body of the vehicle, low profile, wide footprinted tire, a tuned suspension for cornering and handling, and all the gauges so you could monitor what's going on with the power plant.
Yep.
And that's what you get in a John Cooper Works package. And it, oh yeah, it's nice. Now, very comfortable, nice ride. We got a Countryman here. It's all four, so you can drive very nicely in the snow.
All-wheel drive, ready to go through all the weather.
Okay.
Except the tires that come on them from the stock, they're performance. So
The
you'd wanna
tires
throw
that come
some,
stock
snows.
performance, and you gotta change over to all seasons
You
or
would have to go to
snows.
all seasons or snows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the gauge. I've always liked where they put the mini speedometer and the information system. That's just kind of right in the middle of the dash.
It goes back right from the first Mini in 1959.
right?
Speedometer's always been in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll ever switch away from that.
Yeah, no, I don't know why. I think it's unique. It really sets the car apart.
Mini's proud of their heritage. They
Yeah.
like to have that.
Oh, they ought to be. They ought to be. Comfortable. I like it. You know, it feels good. You know, you and I are both pretty good-sized
I
men.
got a lot
and
of room behind me.
consequently,
behind you.
you would think that you might be really cramped, but you know, tell us about what you've got back there in terms of space.
They're deceiving, because you look at the Minis and you think, oh, it's just a small car. I'm 6'1" and 300 pounds, Tom.
Wow.
I got a lot of room right now between me and you.
Right.
I got people that could sit in the back if needed as space-wise. Even if you had to have a child seat back here and another person, you could still do it if you needed
Absolutely.
to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What's the MSRP base on this car?
MSRP base on this car is going to start off around 37. It's going to work its way up. If you don't go crazy with the options, you're going to be breaking 40. This one here, you got your cold weather, premium sound, you got a moonroof, and that's about it. You got your leatherette interior, which is very durable. You got lower lumbar support with that. You know, what more do you need? This has probably got more options than the enthusiast would actually want in this.
Absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, if it were me, I know back in the 60s and the 70s when I built a hot rod, all it had was an alternator. You know what I mean? As little bit of pull on the engine and the powertrain as possible. So it really wouldn't matter to me. You know, my car would be all stripped down, but I understand people like amenities and stuff, but I'm all about the performance. And that's why I enjoy driving a Mini, because of the performance capabilities of these vehicles. They're just absolutely incredible. We're going to take Sheridan Drive now, and we're going to go about 40 miles an hour around this turn. Look at that. See how that car picked? 40 miles an hour, people. Didn't even feel it.
I've always told people on a Mini, you see a suggested speed sign, you can pretty much double it and add 10 every single time.
Yes.
And you'll still be okay.
Fuel mileage on this vehicle?
You're going to be out on the highway. You're going to be about around that 34 if you're pretty conservative.
Okay.
Around town, you're going to be about 23 with it. Being
Well, even that's not
conservative,
bad.
you might
Yeah.
pull a little bit more out of it. Right by your switches in the center is a little sport button.
Oh, where?
Right down on the bottom there to the
Ooh.
right. Just tap that, green light turns on.
Okay.
The note will change a little bit on the exhaust. Your steering tightens up with it.
Oh, it's sport. Sport.
Now it's got a little bit more attitude to it.
Oh, yeah. Boy, what a fun little car to drive, Ray. Ray Kasperzik.
Tom,
Wow, what a ride.
you had a fun time, didn't you? Engine's a little hot.
Yeah, that's all right.
A little bit of a workout?
Yeah, just a tad. It was kind of fun. But listen, if any police come, just, you know, you don't know who was test driving the car. Thank you very much. I want to take it home. At Town Mini, I'm Tom Torbjornsen with my love. So you borrow your friend's car, or you're in a rental car, and you got to buy gas. So you pull up to the pump on the side that you always pull up to the pump on with your car, and you get out and realize the gas tank is on the other side. What do? Well, very simple little trick here. Take a look at your gas gauge, okay? See the gas pump? See the little arrow? That means that the gas gauge or the gas tank is on that side of the car, or the driver's side. So if you pull the car up on the driver's side, you're going to be sure to be able to fuel it up. Otherwise, you're going to have to be frustrated like I was. Drive forward and then back up so you can line up with the gas tank. With your Napa Car Care Minute, I'm Tom Torbjornsen. And welcome back to America's Car Show. I'm Tom Torbjornsen with your automotive news in the rear view. Question: if you thought cell phone use was the leading cause of distracted driving tragedies in the U.S., you're wrong. It's daydreaming. Yep, if you're lost in thought, you're a distracted motorist. In fact, the Erie Insurance Group ran the numbers and found 62% of accidents noted daydreaming as a driving diversion. Texting and cell phone use can be regulated, and I know we can all get caught up in thought when we drive, especially long distances, but it is ultimately up to the driver. That's right, you, the driver, to pay attention while behind the wheel. The study also noted rubbernecking, talking to other passengers, eating and drinking, and having pets in your vehicle can also be distractions, so be careful out there. Here's another recall from the Automotive News Desk. Hyundai and Kia are preparing to call back almost 2 million vehicles in the U.S. that will impact 13 different models. Seems that a stop lamp switch can fail and cause some other problems when the driver presses the brake pedal, like not disengaging the cruise control and preventing the transmission from shifting out of park. Now here's a list we're going to put on the screen, so if you're a Hyundai or a Kia driver, pay attention. Might even want to get a piece of paper and a pencil. The affected models include 07 to 2010 Elantra, the 07 to 09 Accent and Tucson, the 08 to 09 Veracruz, the 2010 and 11 Genesis Coupe, the 2011 Sonata, and the 07 to 11 Santa Fe. Hyundai will begin notifying owners of the recall throughout the summer, and they're getting replacement parts as fast as they can make them. Seems that certain Kia brands have the same problem. Here are the models affected there. 07 to 11 Sorento, the 07 Sedona, the 07 to 10 Rondo and Sportage, the 2010 and 11 Soul, and the 2011 Optima. Kia is also working to notify owners. Note that dealers will be replacing the faulty stop lamp switch free of charge and checking for any other problems. One more problem Hyundai owners should know about. Seems that 200,000 Hyundai Elantra sedans
from the 2011 to 13 model years have a headliner support bracket that is at risk to come loose when the side airbag inflates. Now, Hyundai's notifying owners and is asking dealers to apply adhesive strips to secure that bracket and keep drivers safe. If you have a question about any of the news items you see on the show, connect with me at tom@americascarshow.com.
Well, you know, in this day of fuel efficiency, which everybody is concerned about, getting the best gas mileage, etc., even the tire manufacturers are getting into it with fuel-efficient tires. Now, I thought we'd come on down here to Lockport, to the Dunn Tire store, to talk to Jackie Dean, who's the manager here and very well versed in fuel-efficient tires. Let's go see and get the story on it. There you are, Jackie Dean, a legend in her own right here at Dunn Tire. How are you, Jackie?
I'm good, thank
Good
you.
to see you. Jackie Dean is the store manager here at Dunn Tire. How long have you been in the tire business?
25 years, 15 years with Dunn Tire.
Whoa. So you know your way around a few hoops, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, you know, Jackie, obviously the country is concerned with the price of gasoline. I mean, we're approaching $4 a gallon, and some places it's more than $4 a gallon, and you know, it's becoming liquid gold gasoline. You want to conserve it as much as possible. Yeah. And one of the things that the tire makers are doing, they're making fuel efficient tires. So I figured we'd come on down here and talk to you a little bit and see what we can find out about that. Sure. Is that okay with you?
Absolutely.
Well, what do we got here?
A couple of tires for you here. We have the Michelin Defender, the Goodyear Assurance Fuel Max. Both designed with a different type of silica compounding to be more energy efficient. Also, their tread designs create less rolling resistance, again, to improve your gas mileage.
So what they're doing is they're eliminating rubber and they're putting more silica compound in?
More silica, exactly.
Interesting.
Creates less heat.
Now, looking at the tread designs, I mean, being a former tire man myself, I look at these tires and I see a couple of highway treads.
Correct. That's exactly what they are. They're a touring type tire,
right?
Designed for like mid-size vehicles,
sure.
Actually all the way around up to full-size crossovers included. You'll see the 4 center channels, again designed for all-season traction.
And then you got the shoulder blocks for the solid cornering and handling and channeling of water.
You got it, exactly. The wider shoulder blocks are what's going to help you with your wet weather traction.
No doubt about that fact. Interesting. Now, how are these priced as compared to, you know, a regular all-season tire?
When the introduction of the tires, when they first came out, they were a little bit higher price. But they were able to bring the prices right down pretty much even with tires that don't give you the same fuel savings.
Outstanding. How do they wear as opposed to other tires? I mean, is there a different wear factor?
No, actually, you know, the mileage warranties on these are actually quite well. The Goodyear Assurance Fuel Max actually carries a 65,000 mile warranty.
Wow.
The Michelin Defender is a 90. They're able to do that through rubber compounding. Yes. They're able to accomplish the higher mileage warranties, less wear, even though they're giving you the fuel efficiency.
How do they ride? What's the ride and the feel like?
Both are very comfortable riding tires. Again, through tread design and the rubber compounding that they're using, they're able to achieve that.
What kind of a fitment range are we looking at? Are we just looking at regular cars, or are we looking at SUVs, trucks?
Not so much in the truck lines yet, Tom, but they are quite spread across smaller vehicles, the Toyota Prius, up to your full-size minivans, crossovers. They really do have a broad range.
Now, are you seeing any cars come in that are originally equipped with fuel-efficient tires on them?
Quite a few. Most of your hybrids are coming with the fuel-efficient tires. Continental comes as the original equipment. Bridgestone is coming on the Toyota Prius.
So when you blow one of these things out, or you rip a sidewall or something, you really want to go back with the same thing to maintain consistency, cornering, handling, and of course realize that fuel mileage.
Absolutely. We always suggest that we stick with something, if not going exactly with what the vehicle manufacturer recommended, at least something close, similar in the same features.
Outstanding. Jackie Dean does know her tires. Thanks, Jackie. I appreciate you accommodating us and teaching us a little bit about fuel-efficient tires.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks for stopping in.
From Dunn Tire, Lockport, Tom Torbjornsen for America's Car Show.
And welcome back to America's Car Show. Now it's that special time where you and I get to connect. You ask the questions, I answer them. Let's see what's in the mailbag tonight. Abe from Kenmore writes, I own an 06 Hyundai Sonata with 73,500 miles. I had the front brakes replaced last November. The other day while I was driving down the highway, the car started to ride rough, as if it had a flat tire. I smelled smoke, so I pulled over to the side of the road. Smoke was coming from the left rear wheel. I had the car towed to a garage, and he said I needed rear brakes. What happened? Well, Abe, have the emergency brake cable checked on the left side to see if it's sticking in the applied position. Quite often, the cables freeze up due to rust. This leaves the rear brakes in the applied position and wears them out prematurely. The other possible cause is the left rear caliper is stuck, causing the brake pads to wear prematurely. I'm sure you'll find your problem in one of those areas. And David from Lewiston writes, is it true the Toyota Prius requires car maintenance every 30,000 miles at the cost of $3,000? What do you think of the Prius? I drive 35 miles one way to work and would like to have a good miles per gallon car. Well, David, initially this sounded out of line to me, so I checked the Toyota maintenance schedule to confirm my suspicion. Yes, this is an urban legend. The maintenance schedule as per Toyota for this car indicates no such costs associated with the 30,000-mile maintenance. It's just a regular schedule of maintenance, including an oil and filter change, air filter change, tire rotation, and brake inspection. Probably costs you about $150 for this service. That's a far cry from $3 grand. I like the Prius, as do the majority of the country's motor press corps, so buy away. That's if you can get one. They're pretty scarce these days. Remember, I want to connect with you and answer your car care questions. Email me at tom@americascarshow.com. Well, that wraps it up for this edition of America's Car Show. Thanks for watching. And until next time, keep rolling.